folks, welcome aboard the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm doing a gift request. Brooks and Dunn's Neon Moon. You know, the title sounds so familiar. I must have heard it, but maybe, well, I can't say must have. It's actually more likely that I haven't, not having grown up with country. But Neon Moon, it was requested by Saremile. So Saremile, thank you for the gift and for this request. Let's find out what we've got. Kix Brooks and Ronnie Dunn, I think these guys, these guys are the real deal. They've been the real deal. They split. I think they're having a reunion tour, though. And I don't think it was like confrontational. That they just decided to try different things artistically, as I recall. But I think they're doing a reunion tour soon. I think I saw something on that. All right, here we go. Neon Moon. I like that bass.
When the sun goes down on my side of town, that lonesome feeling comes to my door, and the whole world turns blue.
Oh.
There's a rundown bar across the railroad track. I got a table for two way in the back where I sit alone and think of losing you. I spend most every night beneath the light of a neon moon. Now if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon moon. I think of two young lovers running wild and free. I close my eyes and sometimes see you in the shadows.
That's painful.
Of this smoke-filled room.
Yeah.
No telling how many tears I've sat here and cried, or how many lies that I've lied, telling my poor heart she'll come back someday. Oh, but I'll be alright as long as there's light from a neon moon. Oh, if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon moon.
Some songs just paint an image better than others. And this one, I'm there in that back room. I see that table for two, but he's by himself under a neon moon, just a sign that's a moon that's just glowing. And then just through the smoke in the front, he closes his eyes. He can see her coming through. Like he get like this Clint Eastwood picture image, but it's her. And it's just a false hope. It's just what you want. And the dude's crying, or he has cried so many tears. But the imagery in here is very clear. It's almost Jimmy Buffett happy kind of instrumentation.
Jukebox plays on, drink by drink, and the words of every sad song seem to say what I think, and it's hurt inside of me. Ain't never gonna end. Oh, but I'll be alright as long as there's light from a neon moon. Oh, if you lose your one and only, there's always room here for the lonely to watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams of a neon moon. Come watch your broken dreams dance in and out of the beams neon moon.
In and out of the beams. Loving that bass. This time's dragging on for him. That's a long fade. The beams, yeah. I mean, you know how like you'll see a picture every so often, or you might actually see the sky where like the clouds are in such a way and the sun is shining in such a way where it just projects these beams that just like give you this idea of like heaven, or like God is shining down or something. Whether you believe in God or not is irrelevant. You just get this like ethereal, this like, wow. And that's kind of like you've got like these beams coming through the neon moon in the smoke-filled room, and you can keep that imagery is very clear too. But the instrumentation, even in the end, was not sad instrumentation. The song itself, obviously the lyrics were, but it's one of these contrasts where you've got one of these songs where I guess the producer didn't want to depress people too much because the lyrics were sad, but sort of like it had this uplifting feel to it, and the guy was just destroyed. And I get it. I can relate to what he was going through. My dynamics were different with my divorce, but everybody's details are unique to their situation. But the notion of heartache and tears, those are not unique to any one person. We've all experienced that on some level. But a breakup is just brutal. And we didn't know why. I like that. I like when details are left out because you could just imagine or paint different scenarios. If you like to think and imagine, you could think about different ways in which this broke up. We didn't get the sense that he screwed up. The way he sang the song gave the impression that he was a good dude. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but a lot of the information we receive from others is nonverbal. It isn't exactly what the person is saying. We observe someone's posture. We hear how something is being said. And in this one, you didn't get this sense. There was like a friendliness to his voice. He was just heartbroken. He wasn't angry. He didn't come across as opinionated. Like none of the things that you would pick up on subconsciously or on whatever level were there that suggested this guy was a jerk. It's just the relationship didn't work out for whatever reason. Maybe she was a jerk. Maybe neither. Maybe it just didn't work. And that's part of the grieving healing process of a breakup. Even if you both agree that it's no longer what you're going to do, it can still be very painful. Because sometimes you don't realize what you're missing until it's gone. And then it's like, well, should I continue down this path of the breakup? Or should I maybe open the door back up and call her to say, let's get back together? Or maybe they've already had those conversations, but they're not together and he's just sad. And that's basically all we know. So Saremile, that was a good one. I didn't know that song. And there's so much music that's been put out in the 80 years or so since country music's been recorded, maybe 90. And I've listened to thousands on the channel that I hadn't heard before, not having grown up with country. But this is beautiful. All right, I'm going to rate this one. And the number that popped into my head was a 9.2. I mean, who would have thought that a song with neon in it, in its title, would be such a beautiful, poignant, kind of like heart-wrenching visual song? But it is. It was, and it is. So there you go. All right, folks. Hope you enjoyed that. You give thanks to Saremile for that. It's going in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.